Hello and good afternoon. Welcome to the Kerry Garden Show. Alan Finn here with you again for another 15 minutes of gardening tips with our expert Miguel here from Boyles. Miguel, how are we?
I'm all right.
Have you been enjoying the nice little dry spell we've had?
Dry spell?
Dry. It's been dry.
Well, yeah, not rainy.
You know, not rainy.
Sunny, but
hey,
not rainy.
that's a bonus.
That's important.
That's a bonus.
And not windy, which is
no.
more
And even surprisingly, there Saturday was actually very
very
last
nice.
Saturday was very sunny.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. So
Nice
you're
day.
busy here in the garden centre.
Yeah, quite busy.
Yeah.
Quite busy. More sun, a little bit more sunshine.
We could do with a bit more
Yeah.
sunshine. Yeah.
Give me
So listen, today.
Stress me out.
Today we're going to, it's pretty obvious what we're going to talk to if you are watching the video with us today, because in front of us we have lots of things to do with lawns. They've all gotten the first cut, they've even gotten a second cut at this stage, so people are out there, they're looking to try and get things back up and going. After the first two cuts, you know, people might see that it might be a little bit kind of yellow, a little kind of brown, it mightn't be kind of the, you know, let's talk about what's happening at the moment with people's lawns.
So you know that lawn has been with us for many years. It's a mixture of different grasses. It's not only one type of seed.
Yeah.
And it's quite important for many reasons. And one of them, for example, is that it produces a lot of oxygen.
Okay.
So a 50 square feet by 50 square feet lawn can produce enough oxygen for a family of 4 to survive for a year. So it produces more oxygen than rainforest, to give you an idea. So they're very important, yes.
Okay, geez, the farmers should love to hear that and the big.
So they are quite important.
Yeah.
And they're not only that, they are host of plenty of insects and plenty of things. They cool down the temperatures.
Okay.
And yeah, it's plenty of things.
So they kind of absorb the heat and stuff like that and kind of cool things down a bit.
Exactly.
All right.
So, well, we are not that lucky, but in hotter climates, if you have a lawn, we'll be doing like a air conditioning effect.
Yes.
So if you go to Spain and go to the grass that is sowed there, you'll see that it's a totally different type of grass than here. My hometown or surroundings is very dry, tolerant, very resistant, very, very strong. And it's actually not very pleasant to sit on top of it.
Okay.
Because it's that thick that sometimes it just...
So the environment obviously plays a huge part of that, Miguel, because it needs to survive the hot heat of climate.
So be careful. It's not careful. All the seeds that you're going to have here, you're going to find they are all adapted to this weather. But it's essential finding the right mixture. We have here lawn for shades, and regular lawn, a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Okay? But it's not only that, it will increase the value of your house if you have a very nice lawn. Believe it or not, people
Well, I'm sure a lot of auctioneers would 100% agree that a well-landscaped or nice green lawn always helps make a sale.
So we're going to how to treat it, when to treat it, what to do with it, when to reseed it. First thing, I will recommend you, if you're gonna sow a new lawn, get a few bags extra. Okay. Because you're gonna need to reseed that lawn sooner or later.
Right.
Because that won't sprout evenly. There will be patches, there will be better looking parts. You're gonna have to work after. Get a bag, because as I said, every mixture is different. If you buy Gold Crop, has a mixture. If you buy Westland, it's a different mixture. The colors could be different. The thickness could be different. And you could see if you have patches and you reseed with a different type of mixture, you will see the patches.
Yeah,
exactly.
they stand out that bit more.
So I would recommend you get it's 25 euro. Get a 5 kg bag or whatever. Get a little bit extra for sowing, for reseeding. The best time of the year for doing that is in early spring or in late summer, early autumn. Okay, so it's not that it's not going to germinate in mid summer or even in late autumn, even in the middle of the winter. You could have some germination, but it will be a waste of money.
Okay.
You're going to have to buy another lot after.
Yeah.
So be careful with that. Have a little bit of extra. If it's an old lawn, what you can do is start reseeding progressively with a brand that you can
access
in the market.
And would that be something? Let's just say that someone has a really patchy lawn now at the moment. With all the rain that we had over the winter, that it's not looking great. Would it be an idea to even then maybe just get a bag of gold crop and start with that seed, even though it would be kind of mixing?
What I will do before seeding, is knowing the real state of the land, the real
composition of the
no,
ground.
not the real, is how it is the lawn, because you can think that you have a very nice lawn and it could be full of moss under.
Oh yes.
So now when you are in a perfect world, you shouldn't start mowing very low. All right, so you should go to 4 inches initially, 5 inches, and slowly going down till in a perfect world should be around 1 inch.
Okay.
1 inch tall. When you have 1 inch tall, you will see all the moss you have here. I drive every day.
Yeah.
I have a look. I think I told you, I don't like it, but I cannot help it.
Can't help it.
And I can see that people has been mowing the lawns, and I think if you were treating that lawn for the moss, you will have no lawn at all. Will be a totally different animal altogether. So when you see this green, it's not necessarily lawn. This yellowish green is moss, and it looks green, but when you bring it down to the good height, you're gonna see the lawn. So before you reseed, moss is a competitor.
Yeah.
So that most of the seeds that you're gonna add on top of the moss won't germinate. So what you have is to get rid of the moss.
And here we have a Moss Master here from Westland, and this is a great product as well too.
It's actually a very good product. It's a natural product, and what it does is it kills the lawn, and it biodegrades.
It kills the moss.
Kill the moss. Sorry, not kill the
lawn. The lawn, yeah.
Well,
so it kills the moss.
If you want to keep the moss, you need a nervous, but we want to keep the lawn. So we use this, and in a week that will feed the lawn as well.
Well, that's good, because as well as kind of getting rid of the moss, which is the main kind of factor, because like you said, that the moss is competing, it's on the top, so it's not letting anything through to the soil, so your soil is suffering, isn't it? And there's a lot of stuff going to happen.
It's competing with the lawn, so it's a competitor. So once you get rid of this, your lawn will explode.
It will start to breathe a little bit more. It's like it's being suffocated a small little bit. So the Moss Master, getting rid of the moss.
Before you reseed, get rid of the weeds and the moss.
Okay, right.
Moss will biodegrade with Moss Master. You don't have to rake it out. Okay. So that's the most important part of this. Is you don't have to be raking out.
Okay.
While with the 3-in-1, you have the weed killer, the moss killer, and the lawn food, but you have to rake out the dead moss.
Okay, so this is a bit more work in this. So again, this is another Westland product.
So let's say,
and it's a big bucket. No, I'm just saying, just for people who can't see it, Miguel, who are listening.
It's the regular 3-in-1 or the triple care or whatever you want to name it. Every brand names it differently, but it's 3-in-1 action. Okay, and so you have 3 options. Okay, is or moss only, or moss plus dicofar, or the 3-in-1.
The 3-in-1. Now, as you said, the Moss Master does feed the lawn as well too.
Yes.
The dicofar, that just kills the weeds.
Kill broad leaves,
Yeah.
Kill broad leaves and dandelions or dandelions and everything.
That's a spray that goes on. Yeah. It touches the leaves absorb it, and then it kills the weeds.
You can do it selectively if you have just a few weeds around. You can go and you can buy one of these small cones to concentrate the effect of the spray, and go selectively to the weeds, or you can treat the whole lawn if you need it.
If you need it,
In my opinion, okay, what I will do in my lawn, this to me is loads of work raking out after.
The 3-in-1.
I'm a lazy fella.
Well, there'll be a lot of people who might just kind of go,
that's a lot of work. If you have a large lawn,
it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, okay? So you go to the Moss Master and you apply the lawn dicofar selectively if you can.
Yeah.
Wide spread.
Yeah.
If you don't, if it's full of weed, and you forget about raking.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
No, that seems like a pretty good plan, to be fair.
So
Miguel. You know, a lot of people will be inside of it.
I am, depending on the weeds, we have talked about that they provide food for bees and bumblebees as well.
Dandelions especially.
And these small marguerites and all these things, no?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's not I am a little bit fan of a little bit of wilderness in the garden.
Yeah.
So I like this small, if you have a large lawn, maybe you can leave a corner for these things, whatever you want. Whatever you want to do is all right. But what I would like is more leaving a little bit of food for the and then treating the moss.
Yeah.
The problem if you don't treat against weeds is when they flower and they self-seed.
And then all of a sudden they're taking over.
They are taking over the lawn.
Yeah.
So
would it be a case of like even for the first half, this early stage of the summer, when you've got all your bees who are looking to get their hives going and everything like that, and a lot of the insects and everything like that, would it be something to even just treat the lawn with a weed killer maybe halfway through the summer?
I will wait initially because when they struggle.
Yeah.
Now in a few weeks you'll have all the perennials and everything opening.
Yeah.
But for now it's not that many food, not that much food that they can access to. Mm-hmm. So I will leave a little bit.
Yeah.
And same with hedgings. Wait till they flower and these things because they are helpful for this.
Of course.
And we need them. We actually need them.
Yeah.
So what you have to do before all this is service your lawnmower.
Oh,
and we
yes.
should have a start with that, okay?
We should have, really, yeah. But at the same time, we're talking about the kind of seeding and stuff, so that can kind of come first.
Important. The blades are very important. We talked about this constantly as well when we talk about lawn. The cut, instead of
blunt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A proper sharp cut. Mm-hmm. And that helps the lawn. Those fellas struggle. That's an attack.
Yeah.
You're attacking them.
I know.
They react.
It's like you're beating them with a club as opposed to just...
So keep your blade sharp.
Okay.
And one thing very important, very, very important is be careful. Be careful is, I don't know the statistics here in Ireland, but it's 70,000 people in the United States get injured by a lawnmower a year. Okay? So maybe here is 300, 400. We're a small little town, but I'm pretty sure that is plenty of people that get injured by a lawnmower.
One of the things we always find is that, well, I always find myself that could be a real danger is if there's actually any stones in your lawn, you drive over them, the lawnmower flings them, and they can be an actual weapon. My poor young fella got the smack of one last year, and it was just on the ankle, so it can be really sore. Now that's only something small, but you're also talking about the possibility of possibly losing fingers or stuff like that. So it is always to be very, very careful.
Very, very careful.
As you said, bring it to someone who can get it serviced, and that will help the health of your lawn, because a clean cut means that the grass doesn't think it's under attack, and it just means it's a natural process. Like getting a haircut.
Exactly. And it prolongs the life of your lawnmower. And if you can keep a lawnmower for your entire life, or it can last you only 2 years. Yeah. If you don't change the oil, if you don't sharpen the blades, there might be any problems that will be ruining your 300, 400, 500 quid lawnmower. Yeah. And it's not,
And at the end of the day, like people are going to be, they get, like I get great enjoyment out in the lawn. I love cutting the lawn. I love going out and the whole process. I'd stick in earphones and maybe listen to something while I'm doing it. But a lot of people will be going out more and more, so we'll be regularly cutting the lawn. So if everything is looked after and everything is serviced, it helps.
So get cutting, keep cutting. Yeah. That's one of the best tips we can give is keep cutting it.
Okay.
And wait.
Because it stimulates
the growth.
Yeah, the growth.
It is wait till for 24 hours after raining. So it has to be dry for at least 24 hours.
Yeah.
That will be helping the lawn. Aerate it. The lawn. They don't like compact soils.
Yeah, aerated. I actually had to go out there with the pitchfork myself there over the weekend. I had a very bad patch underneath an old trampoline, and it's all mud. So I just went down and just kind of aerating, going down a couple of meters.
That's it. You're doing good. They don't like compact soils. Mm-hmm. It's plenty of plants in a square foot. It's I think around 850 plants per square foot. It's plenty of plants, so they are competing to each other. You cut it, they get thicker, they get greener, they get healthier. But you have to do it. You cannot do it initially. You have to start from high to slowly going down in a few cuttings till you get
if you do it too harshly, it's like a shock to their system. And
Yes.
that's why I'd say my grass might look a little bit yellow at the moment.
So
because it got
that's
shock.
it. It's parts that are not getting light.
Yeah.
And if you cut very, very low, that
You're
parts
exposed.
are gonna get burned by the light. Basically, they get burned. They were yellow. There is not that they become yellow. They were yellow before because they're not getting any light.
And the light
Then you
turns them
expose it. They will be growing again, but you're stressing the lawn, and that's what you don't want. So it's feeding 24 hours dry, treating the opposite. When you treat, you want rain after.
Yeah.
If not, you should water.
Okay.
If not, you're gonna have some problems and burning.
Things won't, and that's where it becomes uneven and stuff.
Exactly. So you have to water, and especially keep your tools nice. Do it constantly. Like feeding, you can overfeed them. You can overfeed the lawn. But if you use this or any other, the lawn revive, that's only feed for.
Westland also have a lawn revive as well too, which is good.
Yeah.
But,
If you don't have a large lawn, you can use this.
Yeah.
Attach it to the hose, and you fill this with the evergreen water soluble, and you can.
It's a lovely little
joke.
So that's a
and
Miracle
that will
Grow
be
feeder.
helping you to spread the food evenly.
The lawn food as well. Excellent, brilliant.
And yeah, it's a little bit of everything, but it's being on top of it. Spending 3 or 4 hours a week. But ideally, you should spend 3 or 4 hours a week in a decent lawn.
But you know what? It's an enjoyment, Miguel.
It is.
For a lot of people. It can
It
be
is.
good. Labour of Love will continue as always, and I'm sure you've got hopefully got some great tips there, and your lawn to help your lawn get back to as green as it can. That's it for this week. Thank you very much, Miguel, for all that information from us here in Boyles of Killorglin. We will talk to you next week, and until then, happy gardening.